How many of you here today have been interested in social media? We had the session yesterday that was absolutely phenomenal, and we have an expert that's going to come out and kind of wrap things up for us this afternoon on talking about building through social media. So help me welcome Blue Diamond and North America Wellness founder, the amazing Kayla Monson. Kayla, talk a little bit about social media and why you use social media. What's going on in your life?
Well, what's not going on in my life? I started using social media because I was realizing it was really hard to get people to classes. Because if I'm being honest with myself, if I'm hiring a babysitter and I'm going out, I'm not going to an oil class, I'm sorry. Unless there's like really good food and, well, that might get me there. But I just felt like I needed something to educate people that were more like me, that were probably not likely to spend their free time going to an oil class. Because let's be honest, when I first started, I was not interested in oils. And that wasn't gonna draw me to a class. So I really wanted to have a way to talk to my friends and family, tell them what I was doing, get them interested without just inviting them to a class.
You know, maybe there's a myth out there about all you have to do is just maybe post a couple of things. What's the biggest myth you want to debunk right now?
I think the biggest myth is that it takes more than one post, or a week, or 2 weeks, or 3. The biggest thing that I find that people come back to me and say is, I posted a kit and nobody bought it. I think I'm done. And I'm like, did you tell them like what those oils did? Did you talk to anybody? No, just posted the kit with my link. And it's like, nope, that's not how it works. And so I think the biggest thing is that you have to be willing to stick it out when nothing is happening. When you don't believe that anybody's watching what you're doing, when you don't believe that anyone read your caption, you still keep going. And you wait for that person.
Kayla, you came to doTERRA with a gigantic following, all these natural advantages, right?
No.
You started with all of these people that you could talk to. Is that how it started for you, or what did you do?
I think that's how a lot of people think it started. I started with 0 followers. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, so I couldn't even have people on my personal account. I was still seeing clients. I didn't want my kids on there, so I started a brand new account. And I started at 0. I didn't know anybody. I was just determined to figure it out. I really liked showing up on social media. I loved creating content like that. It just excites me. And so I just stayed consistent with it and pivoted when I need to and just didn't give up. And that was 8 years ago at least.
You know, there are a lot of people here that maybe have avoided social media. Why should everybody have at least some type of social media presence?
I think the biggest reason is that all of you in this room probably believe my grandma, my uncle, my best friend, this high school friend that I, talk to all the time, they all know that I sell oils. They all know what I do. And I can guarantee you they don't. They don't. Maybe some of them do, but you have a whole network of friends and family that know that they know you, they trust you, and they may not be aware the depth of what you do or what these products can do. And this is an easy way, well, not easy.
It's a lot of work still, too.
It's a lot of work, but it is a way to engage them. And it's a way to show them what you do and why you do it. And in the process, those customers that do know what you do are learning too, because they forget what peppermint does. They forget to use their VMG. And when they see you doing that, it's always a reminder to get out their oils and use them. So even if you're not, reaching someone new, you might be reaching the customer that decides to open their oil box that day.
Kayla, we were talking a lot about foundational wellness. How do you share foundational wellness to your online community?
So I think everybody does it a little different. There's not a right and wrong way to do it. I lead mostly with oils because that's what I'm used to. That's what I love creating content about, but I talk about foundational wellness more in my stories. I talk about foundational wellness more in my customer exclusive groups. So, once they bring doTERRA into their home, then I say, hey, guess what? We have more than oils. Because I thought we were just an essential oil company when I started. And if no one had told me that we had more categories, I wouldn't have known, and LLV wouldn't have changed my life. So I think, I bring them in with oils. I show them how great we are at the quality that we give them with these oils, and then I say, hey, if you love those, you should see what else we have. And then just continue that education.
We just have a moment left. What 3 things would you leave with the audience today? For anybody here who may not be on social media or wants to improve their social media presence, what 3 things, what pieces of advice would you share?
I think the biggest thing is just to start. Like, pull off the Band-Aid, put up the post. Don't worry if it's pretty enough or you said the right thing or who might see it. Like, just do it. Because I can tell you, I was so scared when I started posting. It was very vulnerable. And now I do it like a second language because I've been doing it so much for so long. And that's not where you're going to start. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be scared. People are going to judge you. And that's okay, but just do it. Because I can promise you, the more you stay in that action, the more you do it, the less scary it will be, and the more you will find your voice, you will find your style, you will get quicker at it, but you never know who is going to open Instagram or Facebook that day and see exactly what they needed from your post. And I think that's the reason why I feel compelled to show up a lot of times is there's someone out there that needs to know this today, and I just pray that it reaches them.
All right, doTERRA family, I want you to stand up and give it away for Kayla Monson. Thank you very much.